Maude here. I'm at the WETA Workshop booth at Comic-Con International 2017, where I am about to get an exclusive interview with Darren, one of the costume designers. Hi guys, I am here at the WETA Workshop with Darren. Hello Darren.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, and can you tell me a little bit about your exhibition here?
Sure, we've bought our booth from New Zealand. We're a special effects company and we've done a lot of work on films, including The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit trilogy, Ghost in the Shell and The Power Rangers.
And can you tell me a little bit more about maybe what your favorite part about has been working with WETA Workshop?
I'm a costume technician, so my role is to take the designs that are given to us and bring them off the page and onto an actor and make sure that they can move and function properly and everything, and that's pretty interesting.
And what would you say the most challenging part about that job is?
I think the movement. People underestimate how difficult it is to have someone look good but actually be able to function. A lot of our stuff is armor and involved in fight scenes, so they really need a full range of movement. So it's a battle between looking like the picture but being able to run and jump and fall and stuff. Yeah.
And can you tell me a little bit about what's going on behind us and what's inside here?
We've got some costumes that we've made from the past films, and we've also got a whole bunch of collectibles that we sell to the public, so we should go and have a look.
Let's go. So we are here looking at Sauron right now. What would you like to say about this costume?
Well, this was one of the sort of major pieces from The Lord of the Rings. This is a urethane copy of the metal original. It stands over 6.5, 7 feet tall. It has acid-etched filigree on it, and it's a very imposing costume and was one of the iconic pieces from the trilogy.
And you had just mentioned something about if he was complete, if his whole body was here, yep. How tall would he be?
If he was standing here in his complete suit and his feet were on the ground, his head would probably be up around that top detail up there.
Wow. Check that out. So let's continue, shall we? This is so cool. What's going on here? Tell me all about this costume, the work that went in behind it, the vision, and kind of what it's like to bring your creations to life.
Oh, this was a costume for a film called Ghost in the Shell. It was originally a Japanese anime film. We've done a live version of it, shot down in New Zealand. This is one of the characters early on in the piece, and they're a robotic geisha. And they attack some people, so their faces sort of burst open and eject an instrument into the brains of these people. And this was a very complex suit to work on. It's kind of based on a traditional Japanese garment, but with a futuristic twist to it. One of the more technical parts that we had to do at WETA was the face mask. We made different versions of it, a version that could be worn by the actor, but also an animatronic version that would open up and sort of function as the scene sort of described it. Yeah.
And on your list of favorites, where does this one rank?
It's quite high up there. I was always a fan of the original anime, and I think it's pretty high up there, but we've also got the Mage's thermoptic suit too. We should have a look at that.
Let's go. So here we are looking at the Ghost in the Shell Major suit. And what was the process going into this? Such delicate, different designs. I love it. Such different tones of color.
This was quite a very, very technical suit. It's a full body silicone it's not a one piece, sorry, but it's a full body silicone suit, which sort of something that hasn't really been done before. So we were kind of making it up as we go, as we often do, because jobs just require new techniques and things.
So is this the actual suit worn by ScarJo in the movie, or is this a replica?
This is an exact replica of the suit. There were multiple suits made, but they were all made to the same quality as this, yep.
Oh my God, wow, and it even looks exactly like ScarJo.
Yep.
So can you tell me a little bit about how you got into this line of work to begin with?
Yeah, of course. I actually studied fashion design in New Zealand, and it was just by chance that I got into the film industry. A friend of a friend invited me to a job interview working on a series called Xena, Warrior Princess, which was shot in Auckland, New Zealand, and got into the costume side of it there. WETA Workshop put up their hand in the late 90s for leather workers and armourers to work on The Lord of the Rings, so I jumped on to their team and I've been there ever since. And it's one of those sort of jobs where you do learn on the job because, like I was saying, a lot of the techniques, we're just making them up as we go, developing new products and new ways of doing things. It's really, really interesting.
And what is one of the biggest challenges you found when designing costumes for hobbits?
One of the interesting things with Hobbit costumes is everything had to be done 2 scales. So we'd have a human scale and then a smaller scale. So everything had to be reduced in size, which was at times a bit tricky.
How does it feel to see so many people at Comic-Con dressed up in characters that you've designed the costumes for?
It's really exciting. You know, it's great to know that people are that interested in something that they're trying to replicate it themselves. And to be honest, some of the cosplay is very, very good. It's really, you know, it's humbling to see them, like, you know.
So I hear this is your first time at Comic-Con. How is it going so far?
It is. It's a really great experience. I've been working in the industry for a long time now, almost 20 years, and it's the first Comic-Con I've been to, I'm embarrassed to say, but I'm having a great time. It's really cool. San Diego rocks.
And what are you looking forward to most this weekend?
Having a day off.
Any plans?
Sleep.
Sleep. We all like sleep, don't we? Well, I gotta say, thank you, Darren, and thank you for sharing your story, your background, and all your expertise in costume design. I'm gonna go check out the rest of Comic-Con.
You're most welcome.